In this video, I am going to show you how you can debug your Python program using the print statement. So hey guys, this is Biswajit. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So let's start with the video. So this is going to be the second part in the debugging playlist. I should say the second part of the print statement. In the previous video, I showed you how you can debug your Python program using the print statement, and I showed two examples of how to debug a particular Python program and how I generally do it. And in this video, I will also show you like one of the techniques that I use sometimes while debugging a Python program. I will demonstrate that first, and then I'll explain what it actually does and how it actually helps me to debug. So for example, maybe I want to do addition of a number, okay, n1 and n2. Let's consider two numbers for now, and return n1 plus n2. I want to do subtraction of a number, okay, n1 comma n2, and this will return n1 minus n2. Now I want to also do multiplication of a number, so n1 comma n2, and return n1 into n2. And I also will be doing a division, n1 comma n2, return n1 division n2. Let's also include modulus, n1 comma n2, return n1 modulus n2. Right. So now, for example, I just took some small scenarios. In this case, there can be a long, like a function which will be doing maybe a lot of tasks, maybe reading or writing from files, right? So in those scenarios, how I generally debug programs. So I'll be importing like from datetime, import datetime, and also I will be defining a print statement. I will be defining a default print statement which will be using the datetime. Let me first type that particular function. Let me do debug this. Yep, debug. Fine. So here it will take a message msg, and what it will do, it will return. Let's print it. Well, instead of returning, so it will print. Now how it is going to print? It will print this. Let me get the time. Current time equal to datetime dot now, and I will format this current time. Maybe I can format it over here, but we'll format it in separate line. Current time dot strftime, okay, percentage h, capital H, colon percentage m, colon percentage s. Right. Now what I will do, I'll take a string current underscore time, and my time is printed. Now I'll do a hyphen, I'll print the message, okay, and then oh, that's all. So this is the statement that it will print. Now let me show you how what is printed over here. So anytime I call the debug function with a particular message, maybe hi, okay, what it is saying, datetime object has no attribute strftime. If we are getting statements in this way, how to resolve it? Okay, this is like a live debugging that I am doing. So generally I print it. Fine, I print it current time. Okay, I can't print it like this. So this is the current time. If I print it over here, if I do shift enter, this is the current time that is being printed. This is the particular date, and this is the particular time. Also we have the microseconds. We don't need so many details. I just need this particular time. So if I just do dot string format, why it is not able to take, I don't know. I'll just debug it. This is Jupyter Notebook, so I don't need to use the print statement. If I do strftime, it is saying it doesn't have. Okay, my bad. So this function is actually wrong. It is strf. Okay, r is missing over here, so it is strf. Now if I just do delete and delete. Okay, let me again re-execute this, and if I again re-execute this, you can see this is what it is giving, right? The time, the particular time, and the particular message, right? So this is what it is giving. So this is the time format that it is following with the particular message that we send it, right? Now let's suppose we have many functions that are that are present, right? So we can add a print statement into all of that. Maybe I'll add debug. Let me execute all of these functions first before showing the debugging part. So if I do add n1 comma n2, let me define two numbers, num1 as maybe 9 and num2 maybe 7, right? So these two numbers are defined over here. Now I'll get some space. Now if I do add of num1 comma num2, if I do shift enter, you can see it's giving us a value. So likewise we have the sub, okay, num1 comma num2. So it is also giving the subtraction. This is the addition, this is subtraction, right? But these are simple examples. If you have, like, as I said, more complex, like maybe opening a file, writing a file, so we don't know whether the file will exist or not, how much time that function will take. So in that case, in those scenarios, maybe we can also do sleep operation over here. So I have to import the time module. Let me take some time to do this. So if I do time dot sleep, okay, maybe for 5 seconds, it took 5. This particular function took 5 seconds. This particular function took 2 seconds, and the remaining functions we have, maybe it took 4 seconds, maybe this one took 3 seconds, and maybe this one took another like 6 seconds. Okay, so now we are adding this, we are adding a number. If I execute, now see, it is taking some time, right? 16. So in these scenarios, you can debug your code using this particular statement, this particular function. So for example, if I come over here, okay, this is the return statement. If I come over here, I'll write debug. I'll just pass the message as add function started. Okay, fine. And maybe, okay, I'll calculate this as s equal to, or answer equal to n1, this particular answer over here, and I will do debug add function ended, right? If I do shift enter, execute, and if I start, you can see, okay, so it is showing add function started, add function ended. Okay, this is the particular time when it started, and this is the particular time when it ended. It's sort of a logging technique, but this is actually a very good debugging technique that like helps a lot of time. So this is something that you can use, and we can return the answer. Maybe if I add this particular statements to every single function that is present, let's see what happens. Not the whole one. Okay, and I'll change the sleep for every function. So this function, let it sleep for 5, this one let it sleep for 4, this one for maybe 6, this one for maybe 2, and this one for maybe 7. Okay, our function is ready. So I just made some changes over here. Okay, so I just added the particular debug statement. I just change this to answer equal to n1 plus n2, and I put a sleep over here, and the debug statement that when the function started, when the function ended, and I'm returning the particular answer. So now I'll take two numbers, 9 and 7 only. If I do an addition, so add function started, add function ended, and this is the output that is being sent. Now if I do subtraction and if I do shift enter, so subtract function started and subtract function ended, right? So like that, if I do multiplication, okay, n1 num1 comma num2, so the multiplications function started and the multiplication function ended, right? So if there is any kind of mistake that we are making, anything, maybe I passed 0 over here, right? My n1 and n2 are like n1 is 9 and n2 is 0. Now if I do division, num1 comma num2, so the division function started, and see there is an issue which is division by 0. Okay, so this issue happened at this particular line, n1 divided by n2, which is present in this particular division function, right? We can also check from here, division num1 comma num2, this is the function where it particular issue started, right? So this is like, using this you can trace back the particular functions that is giving issue or that you can resolve, right? So this is like the debug statement for function starting and function ending. You can put more debug statements for calculations. So this is one of the techniques that I use sometimes while debugging. It looks a little bit structured. Instead of printing random variables here and there, this looks a little bit unstructured. So also I can print values that are present because I can pass values also. So let me show you. If I do debug, okay, if I do answer, fine. If I again execute this and if I do addition, so you can see add function started. Now the message is 9 because this is the answer that is computed, and add function ended, right? And this is what the value that is being returned. So this is like my way of doing it. Like I do it frequently, and I really like the way how it is being displayed, the time and the message and the particular statement. So you can definitely try this if you like it. And although we have loggers using which we can like do these things the same way, but this is like something I like to do it. Hopefully I was able to explain you how I debug my Python code in case of there are complex codes or the structure of the code is too large. So this is like the way how I do it. And if you are not able to understand how I imported date time, how I worked with the time module, I have made a whole playlist on date time and time module. Do check that playlist out. It's in my channel's playlist section. Now in the next video, I'm going to talk about how you can raise an exception. So definitely stay tuned in the channel to watch that particular video. And don't hesitate typing anything in the comment section below. So if you have any kind of doubts, do type in the comment section, and for all the source code, they will be present in the description. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'm going to see you in an awesome upcoming programming video.